It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we're in for a rematch of Super Bowl 34. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans under the lights on Sunday night.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this can be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Now some wintry football ahead of us as it's all teed up and ready. And away we go from Nashville. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to the second pick of the second round back in 2023. Out of Kentucky, it's Will Levis.
Levis came into this league with a big old arm and an even bigger chip on his shoulder, Kate, based on where he was drafted. I still remember that on draft day, and you could see the disappointment as he fell out of that first round, and because of it, he's just got that fight to him. It's easy to envision him proving those doubters, and so many of those teams who passed on him, wrong.
Right to the air, it's Levis. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Levis now on first down. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Levis throwing again. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
To throw here on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the LA touchdown. The Rams don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Tajay Spears. This return makes it up to the 25. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Right back to Pollard. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Defense showing blitz, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They run the counter to Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Titans will have a first down. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sent down by Cody Barton. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That throw finds Okonkwo. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Sent down by Cody Barton.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Ronnie Rivers now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Throwing the out route complete. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pass play now. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. This finds Carter complete. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll throw it again. This throw is caught. Touchdown, LA. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans take it over. Not much time remaining in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Levis back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Levis. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sent down by Cody Barton.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw, Levis. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down. Here's Levis. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on 4th down to in turn send the punt away. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. All right, snap and a quick kneel down, and the final few seconds are going to elapse here in our 1st half. The call came in before the teams even hit the locker rooms. We're skipping halftime. We're starting the 3rd quarter right away. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Plowing up the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Pass play coming here. Finds a man, right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's got it near the 8. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down from the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on a fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Tucker on for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the draw, the give to Pollard. The juke gets him some running room. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
On 3rd down, Pollard jukes out a one-stop, and he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Again, a run with Pollard. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. That's the end of the 3rd. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Levis now off the play fake. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Tennessee. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Titans make it an 11-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
2nd and 8. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Brian Callahan, an unhappy camper along that sideline. He's got the challenge flag out. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Now on 4th down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Levis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Levis from the shotgun. Completed to Pollard. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Levis throwing again. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Offense up to the line fast. Levis now on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Levis setting to throw. Caught by Pollard. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. That's caught for the first. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And the Titans will have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans at a 2-score deficit. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Shotgun now for Levis. A bit of desperation on this thing. This is caught inside the 15. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
The throw is caught, and he drives this forward to the 6. Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast. Throwing is Levis. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Levis. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here we go. The Titans setting up for a big 2-point attempt. Here he is to throw. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
As we approach the final half-minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And the Rams get on top of the kick, and that should ice this game away.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. After 1 final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
The Rams are set to punt, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense